Hey yo, it's still Monday. I'm still driving. I was just thinking. And my thought process is a little bit scattered. If you know me, you probably have a little bit of an understanding of how stuff may segue and tie together in my mind. It reminds me of a lyric from a Todd Snyder song, Money, Compliments, and Publicity. And he says, I'm broke as the 10 Commandments and sometimes harder to follow. All that to tell you about what I was thinking. I was thinking about behavior and wisdom and words and anger and situation. And I was recounting situations where probably the expected and possibly appropriate response would have been anger with some foul language. In one instance, I can recall that may have been expected and appropriate, but I just said, well, here's how it went. An employer told me, through a series of events that I really don't count because of what I was told and where I was sent to the job I was sent to do and what I was told, I don't really count this particular deal to be my fault, because the information I was running on, I was plenty prepared. But that wasn't the situation there on site. So, but anyhow, it was crunch time. Wallets were getting tightened up on and stuff. And I know these times where there's just any good excuse to terminate somebody to save a little money, that's what it takes. So anyhow, in this particular instance, I was told that my services were no longer needed. Okay, it was early in the morning. It was first thing. I think maybe it was a Thursday or something. But rather than blow up and have a cussing match, I just said, all right then, do you know anybody hiring welders? And the gentleman did tell me of somebody that may be hiring welders, and I was going to check that opportunity out, and my phone actually rang that morning. Another gentleman said, you working? And I said, not right now as we speak. I said, I was going to check on something. He goes, well, don't go there, come by here first. And I did, and wound up, I was only unemployed for the time I was on the road, 15 or 20 minutes. And that segues, since you know that was going to be a segue, you didn't know that was going to be a segue, it just did segue in my mind of how every situation and everything good that I've ever encountered has been sent by the Lord for me, to me. I know that nothing's an accident, and He's got everything worked out. And I just couldn't help but think maybe because in this instance, I tried to honor Him with my behavior, and in every instance, even though it ain't overtly visible at the time, I've read that entire book and listened to it several times audibly, and I'm just, I'm inclined to think, based on what I've gathered, that even when we don't overtly see it, His hand is on the situation, and the best outcome will come of it, not so much for us in that instant moment, but for His glory. Sometimes it is the best, most desirable outcome for us. But I think for me, this is just an epiphany I just had. Rather than focus on the best outcome for me, maybe I should be making decisions and living my life with the end result or goal in mind of glory to God. And I just might find that stuff may work out a little bit better for me. It may work out a lot more tougher for me and harder to where I couldn't get through it on my own and would be required to rest and rely wholeheartedly on his strength and abilities. So that was all epiphanic right there at the end, and hope y'all get as much from that as I got from it, just talking to myself. Again, have a great Monday. All right.